What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the second channel. My name is Isaac, and today I'm going to be talking about SpongeBob. I'm sure most of you watching, if not all of you, grew up watching the SpongeBob SquarePants show on TV. I know I did. Me and my cousin especially watched it a lot. Seasons like 1 to 5 are really when I enjoyed it, or like the parts that I enjoyed the most. Some people like to say seasons 1 to 3 are the only good ones, but I actually enjoyed 4 and 5 quite a bit. Obviously, it's kind of unfortunate seeing where SpongeBob is now, and that's kind of has to do with the topic of this video. Yeah, after I think season 5, SpongeBob just started getting less funny, and it's not even just an age thing. Like, I think most people can go back and watch the earlier episodes of SpongeBob and find something to enjoy out of it. And even if you're looking at it either subjectively or objectively, the newer episodes of SpongeBob just have less care and less clever writing. But I really enjoyed the show growing up. I also really, I want to, for the record, I also really liked the first movie. I rewatched it recently, and it is way better than I even remember. It is legitimately funny. It's way more clever than I thought it would be. It's genuinely funny. And the second movie I actually don't think is as bad as people say it is. I think it's funny at times, maybe a little dumb a lot of the time, and maybe a bit too dumb at times, but you know, for the most part, I actually don't really think it's that bad. And I haven't seen the new one, but I have no reason to believe that it's not terrible. And yeah, it's really unfortunate to see where the legacy of SpongeBob is headed, because if you have not heard, the show Camp Coral has been greenlit. It is a spin-off show of SpongeBob where they are kids, and Steven Hillenburg, the creator, said that he didn't want spin-off shows to be made at all of SpongeBob. And then he sadly passed away in, I guess it was the end of 2018. Yeah, the end of 2018. And yeah, they just greenlit the show shortly afterwards. And there's also just so many problems with that. Like, the show takes place when SpongeBob and everyone in SpongeBob were kids, but like, that doesn't really work because they're all different ages. First of all, SpongeBob and Patrick are probably the same age, but like, pretty sure Squidward is supposed to be older. Mr. Krabs and Plankton are definitely supposed to be older. So that doesn't really work. But also, like, SpongeBob and Sandy met at the beginning of SpongeBob, so that just straight up canonically won't work. But it's also just going to be bad. It's obviously going to be bad. It's going to be a more childish version of SpongeBob, and it's going to be a more childish version of modern SpongeBob. Like, how can it get worse than that? But recently, a channel run by someone named Alex Bale has been getting a lot of recognition because of his SpongeBob theories. His first one was about Squilliam, the second one was the television theory, and the third one is the Mrs. Puff theory. And these are insanely good videos. They're so... It's clear that the creator has a lot of love for the show. You can really tell through the research that goes into these theories. And although I don't necessarily believe the theories that he discusses to be true, it's really nice to watch these videos about a show that I loved a lot growing up, and sort of be able to watch the show again, but with a very different perspective. And after watching all of Alex Bale's theories multiple times, I also watched a different one that's also very popular called Skin Theory. It's by a creator named Doug Woolever, and it is over an hour long, and I watched it. And yeah, it is a very well-written theory, a very well-thought-out theory. And Alex Bale will continue to make the SpongeBob theories, but they are just so high quality that he literally couldn't do them on a regular basis. But I really appreciate those videos because, again, the legacy of SpongeBob is getting tainted over time. And I don't like that. And most people my age and older and younger don't like that. Because there's a reason SpongeBob is as successful as it is. It's because the show is legitimately well made. Like, SpongeBob seasons 1 to 3 especially, but I also, as I said, I like 4 and 5, but seasons 1 to 3 especially were genuinely written unlike any other kids show. There's a reason even the ones that were around at the same time, or the ones that like were second and third most popular kid shows at the time, there's a reason they would never be able to top it. There's a reason it's the longest running Nickelodeon show. It's because it's genuinely well made. And that's why it will forever be talked about. Like Gen Z, like Generation Z and Millennials still love the show, despite them pretty much all being fairly grown up now. Because it's, again, no matter what age you are, there are some things to enjoy about it. But now, because we are older, so able to, understand information, as well as, we see things that happen online and in other mediums, we keep hearing about the new episodes that are all really bad. Camp Coral, the new movie. And it's kind of frustrating in a way. But with these videos by Alex Bale and other creators, we are able to talk about SpongeBob in a positive way again, just in a very different way. But that's a good thing, because as we are more mature, a lot of the things that we did enjoy about SpongeBob, we won't enjoy as much. So we can enjoy them again, just not in the same way. And again, this show, like most people I would say, has a very special place in my heart, as it was my favorite show for several years. And that's why I want to still be able to enjoy it, because it's important to me. And that's what these videos fulfill. I don't know what the future of like mainstream SpongeBob will look like. I think the show is going to run for a long time. Yes, it's been 22 years, I believe. Yeah, 22 years. I don't think it's going anywhere, because Nickelodeon makes a lot of money off of it. And as much as you would hope morals go above that, they are a company. They are a business. If you have something that's producing a lot of money, keep doing that. So I have a feeling there's going to be another movie within the next maybe 5 years. Camp Coral has been greenlit. It'll probably last more than one season, because kids, young kids, will probably enjoy it. And yeah, Nickelodeon's probably going to keep making SpongeBob content that doesn't have the heart in it like the original stuff did. But we, as fans, we as a community, can continue a conversation surrounding SpongeBob and can continue talking about this stuff and make sure that SpongeBob stays a positive thing. Alex Bale's video really blew up, with them getting 2.3 mil views, 3 mil views, and 4.4 mil. So his videos are getting a lot of recognition, and I think it's very much deserved, because, again, they are very well-made videos, and I really enjoy watching them. I've rewatched all 3 of them multiple times. I really like them. And, again, yeah, it's nice to be able to talk about something that was this important to me as a kid in a not negative light, because it's kind of hard to do that now because of how much, the companies behind SpongeBob aren't really treating it with care. And that's why I have so much, and that's just like, I have so much respect for Steven Hillenburg, because a lot of people that make shows are passionate about it, but a lot of the time it's kind of just a job. Or after time, they let it become just a job. Like, they're really passionate about it at the beginning, but then, the money comes in, and, business comes in, and, the passion kind of goes away. But up until the day he died, that didn't go away for him. And that's why he left SpongeBob in 2000, I want to say 2004, maybe 5. He left SpongeBob because he thought it should end, but, Nickelodeon was the official owner. They weren't going to let it end, and he just walked away from it. And then he came back as a writer for the second movie, because he still cared about SpongeBob. And that's why he wanted it to have a good ending. And that's also why he wanted the second big project to be good. And that's not something you can say about, other cartoonists / TV show writers like Butch Hartman. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I just really wanted to talk about this. And this is the second channel. It's kind of just for me to talk about things that I really want to talk about. And yeah, I am really grateful for these videos, and I'm really grateful that SpongeBob is a character that people are so fond of that they will not let the character go. Like, that can't be said about a lot of things. Like, I would say people in their 20s and 30s care more about SpongeBob than, like, The Simpsons and stuff like that, which are very iconic shows, but, like, we don't really ever talk about The Simpsons in a positive light. Because, let's be real, it's still going, it shouldn't be going, and the new stuff is pretty bad. But nobody is ever like, okay, but let's talk about the positives. But with SpongeBob, the community will not let you talk about it negatively. And even when there are negative things, they focus on the positive parts. And that's really interesting to me. And it just goes to show how special this show is to people, and how special the characters really were to people. So yeah, I'm going to link Alex Bale's channel in the description, as well as the video to SpongeBob SquarePants Skin Theory, if you want to check out any of those. Some of them might be a bit disturbing, especially Skin Theory, but they're still not that, like, they're not very disturbing, and they're interesting, and they're respectful. So, again, it's kind of just nice to talk about these things positively. So yeah, that's going to be all from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.